Hi everyone. Today we'll be looking at the poetic devices of poem number 5 from class 10, The Ball Poem by John Berryman. Now first poetic device used is anaphora. Now anaphora is repeating a sequence of words in the beginning of neighboring clauses just for the sake of repetition. For example, here what is the boy now? What is he to do? So this what is getting repeated in the beginning of these lines. So this is anaphora. In the same way, merrily over or merrily bouncing. So again, repetition of sequence of words in the beginning. It is anaphora. Second poetic device is repetition. When the words get repeated again and again, it is repetition. For example, what getting repeated here, or balls will be lost. This is repetition. Third is alliteration. Alliteration is repetition of initial sounds in the beginning. For example, no one buys a ball back. So here b getting repeated again. Buys, ball, back. This is alliteration. Next is imagery. So whenever we are able to create a mental picture of something, it is imagery. For example, merrily bouncing. So we can imagine the ball bouncing. Or he stands rigid, trembling. We can imagine that boy standing in shock and he's trembling. So whenever we can imagine something or a picture gets created in front of our eyes, it is imagery. Next is symbolism. Here ball not only is actual object ball, but it also represents something else. For example, here in the poem, initially, the ball represents childhood days. So the boy losing a ball means boy losing his childhood days. He is grown up. And ball later on represents opportunities, chances. When the poet says nobody buys a ball back or people will take ball, he is actually referring to the opportunities that people are going to snatch away from you. Next poetic device is metaphor. Here, the harbor, the ball going into the harbor or into the water represents time. So, he has lost his childhood in the form of that ball in the harbor of time. So, harbor and water is actually used as metaphor for time. Next is enjamment. Enjamment is sudden shift of the sentence to the next line without using a punctuation mark. For example, into the harbor where. So the sentence is incomplete and it moves on to the next line. His ball went. Or I saw it go. The sentence doesn't end here. It moves on to the next line. Merrily bouncing. So this is enjambment. Next poetic device is transferred epithet. Now when epithet or adjective is transferred from its original place to somewhere else, it is transferred epithet. For example, his eyes are not desperate. He is desperate. The boy is desperate. But here it is written that he looks with desperate eyes. So he is actually desperate, not eyes. But that adjective desperate has been shifted to eyes. And last poetic device used is apostrophe. So he says, ball will be lost, little boy. So he addresses the boy. So that is apostrophe. I hope you like the explanation. Please subscribe the channel. Do watch other videos related to poetic devices of other poems. Share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.